never forget is a number of the representatives in there are products of the CSU, the community colleges, and the UCs. For all you know, some of you out there may be in that building too. Now, one of the things I want to say is that we can't just give up here. We came to the march, but that isn't enough. It's not enough if we just vote. It's not enough if we just write letters to our representatives. We have to put on the pressure every day, every single day from here on out to fight for ourselves, because nobody else is going to fight for you. I'd like to bring up a good friend of mine. Your student governments on your campus are a great tool to get involved, to keep up the fight, to make action. As my president from TPC, Armando Gayusi. Students of California. I'm not only here. Our legislature puts economic interest over educational ones. Our legislature puts economic interest over educational ones. And they prioritize taxing the students before they tax the corporations. The rights of the student government come first. The first victim of the state's economy is higher education. And this is not the way it's supposed to be. The last ones that suffer is the economic elite. The last ones to suffer is the economic elite, and it's an unfair formula. The matter before us is a simple one. We're not only here to talk about rights or entitlements, we know little about them. What we are here to say that investing in higher education is the future of California, because the students are the future of California. Students of California, it's a much simpler matter. It's whether the pursuit of knowledge is an important endeavor or not. It's whether a forum of intellectual curiosity and research is a significant matter or not. It's the question of whether low-income Californians deserve to be provided affordable education, affordable training, students of California, we're up against a state that prioritizes corrections and rehabilitation over education, that prefers taxing the students before corporations, and we have elected officials that listen to, not to the public that elected them, but to the corporate elite that put them in power. That's an unfair model. We never agreed to this model, and we will resist it until it is reversed. And it will be reversed, and we will keep formulating and resisting our message. Students of California, our demands are clear, our demands are united, our demands are direct. Stop the hikes of tuition. Out there, let me hear the parents. Many of our students are working mothers and fathers. And it's my great privilege to introduce one of these parents that's from the Central California, San Joaquin
education for you, and I want education for our communities and me. So let's fight for education and let your voice be heard. So go out and vote. Get those ballots on there. Talk to your congressman. Write letters to your assemblyman. Don't step back. Let them know that there is 2.75 million students strong. We are the biggest constituent group. So get out there, get involved, and vote.
Simple. We're going to keep it real simple. I want a choice to vote for the kind of California that I want for my kids and for you. Let me vote. 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 We live in a democracy. We live in a democracy where everyone should have a voice. Everyone should have a chance to determine the fate of their state, of their community. So I say, let me vote! 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 When we're talking about more than 400,000 students being shut down and shut out of our colleges, those are your friends, your neighbors, your brothers, your sisters not having a chance at an education. Are we going to take that? No! Don't shut us out. That's what we want them to do, not shut us out. Let's hear it. Don't shut me out. 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 And let me also just be clear in closing here. We're not talking about something happening in 10 years.
When are you
In
gonna-
5 years. This happens next year. If you don't stand up and vote in June, if we don't get a chance to vote in June, this happens next year. This is not somewhere down the line.
I took like
This is
30
this
pictures.
coming year. So
Every
take
single
this
one of the
very
people.
seriously. Well,
Plus, of course,
the point of this is that this does not stop right here. This does not stop today. The fight goes on to tomorrow until they let us vote, and then until June when we have a chance to go. Make this democracy real. Make our future ours, and vote for the kind of California that we want. Our future. Our future, our vote. 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 Our future, our vote.
You know, we're ending up and represent ourselves. That's something we need to take advantage of. So I'd like to introduce to you a good friend of mine who sits on the CSU Board of Trustees, our student trustee, Nicole Anderson.
Winning press access to everything. Like, come on, like, how's your community colleges cover this in an appropriate manner?
Last year they had a stage for us. It was on like a stage. I don't know what happened.
It's time Californians actively prioritize public
Because it
higher
was like a
education.
stage
It's not
and then
just a want, but a need within our states. A cut to us is not just a cut that every Californian will feel, but a cut to the investments of tomorrow. We'd be hard-pressed to find anyone within California that is not affected by someone in the CSU, UC, or community colleges on a daily basis. Our university campuses educate the engineers, the teachers, the nurses, and the entrepreneurs of tomorrow. We educate leaders in art, math, science, small businesses, and large industries. We are everywhere. My parents are Chico State graduates and went on to serve California in the public sector. This summer, when I graduate from Sacramento State, I will be commissioning with the United States Marine Corps. There is a culture of public service that is instilled in our students in our public universities, and a culture of giving back to
about that.
We cannot rely on private institutions and out-of-state institutions to create our workforce of tomorrow. So, the people of California need to decide the future that we want. The path to prosperity runs straight through our campuses. But if we fail to invest in higher education, California is going to follow the path of economic decline. I'm positive that we're going to choose the right path. Thank you all for coming out today. You've all been amazing.
And respectful demonstration. We need to follow in the steps of Martin Luther King and other peaceful advocates. For those of you that go inside, we need to thank the legislatures. We have many friends in there. And we need the other ones that aren't so friendly to be our friends. We must be respectful and peaceful. That is the key to the success of this movement. We're all angry. We are all frustrated. But keep a cool head, and we will all come together. And I promise you, they will listen to us. They will listen to us. Now let us vote. 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 How many of you will not have the opportunity to go to higher education without financial aid? They can't hear you in there. They need to hear you. I'd like to introduce our next speaker, NTN Bowie, student trustee of Foothill College, to speak on financial aid.
Know why we are here to help the people to get an education and to change the world, to take our future in our hands. Without financial aid, the most disadvantaged cannot get an education. They cannot be free. Martin Luther King said he had a dream, and every person here has a dream. I can see doctors in this crowd. I can see teachers. I can see scientists. I can see changers of the world. I can see presidents in that crowd. Listen, it doesn't matter what they say.